People love to say it's a small world. I'm sure you hear it all the time. My name's Jordan Frieda and I'm 22 years old. Get your travel shots and pack your bags because together we're going to visit and help different communities across the globe. That small world just might seem a bit bigger. This is Explore22. I found out today that I, Jordan Frieda, am going to Haiti 5 days from now. We're here at the San Francisco International Airport right now. This is Nick. He's our camera guy for this trip. Following is a pronunciation guide using the standard, most of the sounds are French. C-H, cher, O, claw, faux, strong. Do you understand this? I, we, this is not good. I have no clue how to speak Creole and we're going to be there in like 8 hours. And what do I expect when we get on the ground in Haiti? Honestly, I've heard a lot of things. Everybody I've talked to has said something different. Some people are like, oh great, you're going to Haiti, that's a beautiful thing. You're doing something very noble, something very, expanding the quality of your life. Your life's going to change when you go there. Then other people are like, Haiti, you're gonna get killed when you get on the ground. People are gonna see you. They're gonna be like, white boy, I'm gonna take your camera. I'm gonna take your stuff. And they don't, these people don't care. They've been through a hard time, and your life is worth nothing to them. The camera's worth more. 3 out of 4 people I talked to said it's gonna be so dangerous and that they couldn't even imagine doing it. They couldn't even imagine going there. And I think that's kind of why we need to go there. Right now we're in our transport. We're driving into Jacmel to the volunteer complex and camp. We just got off the plane. First things that we noticed is we came in on a lot bigger plane than we expected. This right here is our guide, Junior. He's going to be our guide along this trip. So if you have anything to say, like you want to tell anybody what to expect in Haiti.
So there's a lot of people dying of hunger, starvation, disease in the streets, There's a lot of homeless people in the streets. After the earthquake, a lot of homes were destroyed. Now everybody's living in the street. Everybody's afraid to go in their house. Anywhere in Haiti that you go, you're going to find the most place that was affected was downtown or whatever town you're in. Downtown, the buildings are tall and they're close. There's a lot of 2-3-story buildings.
So that's some of the damage right there?
Yeah, this used to be a bank over here. This used to be a bank. This was at least 3 stories tall.
Unreal. Unreal. Despite everything we're seeing and all the destruction, I mean, it seems like people are they're functioning. It's like a functioning downtown. I mean, it's amazing in a terrible way.
A week after the earthquake, things were just crazy because the prison completely broke down. And 3,000 prisoners broke out. There was a UN military base that was completely crushed, and prisoners went in, guys went in, and they didn't take food, they just took guns. So people walking on the streets with AK-47s, M16s, brand new military guns. People right here were getting robbed in broad daylight. And the military came in. After 6 o'clock, anybody caught in the street gets shot. It was all over the radio. So everybody was in their homes.
Yeah, they know.
Basically, most of the prisoners, that's how they got them. At night, you would hear, to, and then you hear another gun firing back. And that's the Marines shooting at them. And then tomorrow morning, when you go, there'd be bodies all over the ground. Multiple gunshots.
You think a lot of innocent people?
The military,
do you think they killed a lot of innocent people?
Before the military came.
Oh, you don't think the military killed innocent people?
It was the military. They did us, a huge favor.
We're driving through like tons of rubble and rock right now. There's horns going off every 3 seconds. We're probably driving like 65 miles an hour on these roads that are definitely not good roads. But this is a trip. This is amazing. Right now, Nick's going to get a Coke. We're in this van for an hour driving to Jacmel, and Nick wants a Coke, the American way. Welcome to Haiti and our first adventure. When initially starting this trip, I knew next to nothing about the country other than the strictly obvious. I also knew that on January 12, 2010, Haiti was struck with a devastating earthquake that killed over 200,000 people in 1 minute. After countless hours of research, I shot a proposal to the CEO of the Global Volunteer Network, an organization which had been doing a lot of good work in Haiti. Along with my passion for learning and media making skills, I set out to create my own show where I would travel the world and bring my experiences back to share with our viewers. This is the Global Volunteer Network compound, built entirely by volunteers after the quake.
Okay, to start this room, it's like our arts and crafts room and the rec room with the kids. This is where at 3:30 later we're gonna invite the kids. We can take up to 25 kids, and we'll come in here and like on Monday we did flags, so we had like ice cream sticks where we stuck together, put paper, and they'll color it, make flags. It gets really chaotic, as you will see later.
Here, this is what we write, what we're going to do every day. So this has been the schedule. It's a bit hard to follow because we've been having some pretty serious rains. So we talk about it the night before, and then we make up a sort of a schedule with who's doing what. As you can see, we usually try to stay busy, but you know, a day like today, we've had heavy rain in the morning, so some of these things have gotten cancelled.
All these rooms were actually full when there were like about 20 plus volunteers, but they've moved out, so now there are only about 6 of us. With two of you will be 8, and these are the tents we sleep in.
So I have an idea. I brought these beach balls.
Okay.
Hey Grace, I'm gonna get the battery.
Inflatable beach balls. Like I brought like 10 of them, and they're like about this big. And like you can give them to the kids.
Moi relais.
Moi relais.
Moi relais. Yeah.
Jordan.
Moi relais Mika.
So now how to say nice to meet you? Or
Moi conta.
moi conta.
Moi activate there.
Jordan. Once at the GVN compound, I unpacked my bags and was thrown into assisting with the children's arts class. Across the way, another volunteer named Rod was teaching an English class with some local teenagers who just seemed absolutely enthralled by the subject matter they were learning. Working with the children was immensely overwhelming and is probably one of the most rewarding things I've done in my life thus far. The kids were there to listen and absorb any love, help, or direction that was given to them. At first, it was really hard to compute that because you knew the amount of suffering that their families have incurred. I vote for like it's amazing to me how much of a capacity these kids have to learn. Like I literally just taught a little girl her ABCs and now showed this kid how to draw a really simple 3-dimensional box, but he picked it up in like a second. It's like a lot of learning going on, and it's definitely a good positive thing because obviously with the conditions that these kids have grown up in so far, they're pretty young, and it's a good thing to have them doing something that's exciting, that's positive. After a day of helping out the children from the village just outside GVN, our guide Junior, who had actually quickly evolved into being more of a friend, took us to a place called Lac-New, New York. This is where he said he liked to hang out on his downtime. This was also the first time I rode a motorbike in Haiti, which would later prove to be our primary method of transportation. This motorbike ride is where I really began taking in the aesthetic beauty of the country and could even picture myself living here.
Yes.
Thank you, Junior. Yeah, thank you, Junior. So this right here is the plantains. We're at a New York yard right now, eating some plantains and chicken. I haven't eaten meat in 2 years, but these plantains are amazing. Spicy, great Haitian food. Oh, really good. After having 6 Haitian beers, I remember leaning back in my chair and enjoying and listening to all the music and background noises which were taking place. I think I sat there for about 20 minutes just listening.
You gonna be able to ride on the scooter lightweight?
Yeah.
All right.
So Team GVN, what is it exactly that we're going to be doing in Haiti tomorrow?
Frank is going to go do some rubbling, which is a lovely American word.
What is rubbling?
Rubbing.
Like sifting through rubble?
Yeah, that's basically clearing demolition site.
There's a few sites. There's the Salvation Army, they have a few. They take care of that mostly, and there's one place that we've made contact with. It's a hotel called Peace of Mind.
Heard about that actually today.
It was open for maybe a year before it was entirely destroyed.
Wow.
This is a guy that saved all his money to open this hotel here. He lived in the States and he came here, and a year later,
Done.
2 Americans died in there during the quake. So he really needs help. He's only got about 2 people working for him, so we'll be going there quite a bit.
So we're just cleaning up rubble basically. We're cleaning up.
Yeah. And the thing you got to remember here is there's absolutely no machinery, so everything is 100%.
So it's all manual labor. It's all just manual intensive labor. Just English. At 8 a.m. we arrived at the Salvation Army cleanup site and began rubbling. It's amazing to think how long this has been going on for and how much longer it will need to continue before everything is cleaned up.
Put your back into it. Come on.
You know what's crazy? Is that like they don't have a jackhammer. You know what I mean? That's like 100%. During the days I was at GV and Jacmel, each morning we would head out to rubble and do cleanup for hours upon hours. This was one of those moments you really discover who you are as a person. It was difficult to witness articles of clothing being dug up because it brings you back to reality. These are human beings' homes being carted off in a wheelbarrow. As you rubble, you find bones and various other things. Some volunteers had even admitted to seeing body parts or dead bodies in their rubbling experiences. It's definitely a team effort, and though painful to think about, it was actually enjoyable to partake in.